Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher, and this is Prognostic, a game about, well, a prognostic. So, what is a prognostic? Well, I haven't actually looked up the definition, but from the context of the game, and I would assume that that's sort of is relevant. We are a person who uses supernatural means to figure out things and help out with investigations. I don't know if it has to be specifically investigation for you to be a prognostic. Maybe prognostic is just the general idea that via supernatural means you can find out things, but it could be that it is indeed related to helping out the police with actually finding out things that they could not do. So that is what we will be doing, and it is a horror game, or at least it's labeled as one. I haven't played far enough for it to become horrific. I just played enough so that I know the mechanics, and that has been very helpful, because I wouldn't say this necessarily difficult. It was just slightly unclear, or maybe I just did it wrong, I don't know. Anyway, I think I got a fairly good handle on things, so let's check how this game works.
I have heard how my parents died. My brother and I were sitting in a locked bedroom and could only listen. We heard the knife stabs until their screams stopped. The police decided that our parents were accidentally killed during the robbery. I never believed it. In our neighborhood, no one had any money, especially immigrants like us. After a month in the orphanage, we were picked up by the only remaining relative in the States, a woman named Randolph, a medium, our grandmother. Our mom never talked about her, and hid away her letters without opening them. I think that Mrs. Randolph thought that she cared about us. She taught us. I still remember rituals, prayers, and constant promises to reveal what happened to our parents. But later, it was always later. When will we be ready? My brother was the first one to escape. He joined the police force. I left her after. I, like my mother before, did not respond to her letters. They were just another promise to reveal some secret if I came back. When they stopped, I sighed with relief. Finally. A local lawyer visited us shortly after. Grandmother was killed, stabbed with a knife. They suspect a robbery. The voices of my parents came back, and they are not alone. Our town is eating itself. Death comes for our people, for my friends, and I can't take it anymore. Grandmother was trying to understand what was wrong. She tried to tell us, and I'm starting to believe her. She solved crimes. She helped the police to find the perpetrators. I have to take her place. I have to go back to her house.
Alright, we are in. So, this is the grandmother's house, indeed. We are going to try and take her place as the local medium, if you would. And I gotta say, with the Unreal Engine, you can do pretty damn good things, even if it's like a small indie title. This looks creepy as balls. And it's very nice looking and very, yeah. Yes. So, indeed, WASD to move, not a problem. We can look at this here thing. Your brother is a police officer who needs your help. Every day he will send you a new crime case. Your goal is to solve it. You can use divination rituals to uncover new clues. Once you find a culprit, fill out the report and send it to your brother. Solve the test case to convince your brother to accept your help. So yes, indeed, we are in the prologue. We are just gonna make sure that our brother knows that we are up to snuff, so to speak. After that, he will possibly want to get our help. And there are cockroaches here. Everywhere there's cockroaches. It's a lovely place, isn't it? We can also, for some reason, turn off the lights. I have no idea why you would do that. That's a horrible idea. But yes, indeed, press tab to get the file open. So, personal case. Why did you come back? We've been watching this old woman go crazy through all our childhood, and now you want to take her place. What are you doing? Well, fine. Do you want me to help you? Then let's conduct a small test. Make an invocation to the souls of the dead and tell me, oh great seer, which of the neighborhood kids broke my window. I'll send you a description of them, just like the ones the old woman worked with. If you found out who did it, then we'll talk. One of them committed this terrible crime a couple of years ago on December 14 at 1300 hours in 1902. Yes, indeed, we are in fact in the past, about 120 years ago. I live in the first floor in an apartment at 2 Meadow Street. And don't even think about deceiving me. I know who did it. I just want to test you. So our objective is, of course, to submit the culprit dossier and set a clue about the location during the time of the crime. Now, right now, this is one of the things that sort of stumped me a bit. Well, I'll get to that. I can't really report anything because the thing that you're supposed to report with is supposed to be here. Anyway, so let's go into the next room. There's a bunch of locked doors. Can't do anything with those. I don't know exactly. Yeah, this sign probably, yeah, it is actually relevant to what we're doing. We need these sticks. We have a stick in the lighter, place the little stick there, light it up, and everything turns blue. So, as long as it's turned blue, we now have contact with the spirits. Somehow, I'm not entirely sure. Can turn away the lighter. So that is what we need to do. We can check the guide here. The candle is a conductor. Number 1, it provides contact with the spirit world. Rituals only work while the candle is burning. And 2, as soon as the contact is established, the light of all the candles will change to blue. And that actually does mean every candle, not just this candle, but all candles. And 3, as soon as the candle goes out, connection will be interrupted and rituals will become impossible. At this moment, all candles will change their light from blue to yellow. And lastly, you can find spare candles next to the candlestick, remove the extinguished one and light a new one to reestablish the connection. Nothing too bad. Now this actually is indeed very much on a timer. As you can see, it slowly burns down. So if that happens, you just simply go back and relight it. I'm just going to do that because I've been talking a little bit. There we go. Get lighter away. So we need to find clues. We need to go to map room. We have a map room. It is over here, conveniently marked with a compass sort of a looking thing. So here we go. This is the map of the place where we will be trying to locate things. So indeed, look at the time. This is what we have to start with. So, send a clue about its location on the 14th of December at 1300 hours of 1902. So, 1902, I've already forgotten the day. 14, there we go. 14 of December, and it was at 1300 hours. So there we go. That is the day when it happened. So what we do now is we simply bring out, let's start with Patrick Willis. So that is him. Well, as you know, we don't do that. We can look at the guys. So Patrick Willis, good, diligent boy, but he fell in with bad company. So he has a couple of defining marks. We won't be using most of them in this little prologue, but it will be important later on. We have Zachary Morris, lives in a workhouse nearby, very quiet and sullen young man. Harrison Hawkins, the son of a single mother, he doesn't go to school, and during the day he works as a janitor in a bar. I appreciate his desire to help his mother, but this is not the place where a child should grow up. Well, those were the days. And Andrew May, the son of the owner of a hairdressing salon, a very quarrelsome kid. And lastly, Jake Paulson, a very active boy, constantly running around somewhere and doing something. He has a great future ahead of him if he manages not to get in trouble before that. So basically, a bunch of kids who are all possibly a little bit suspicious, all of them. Is that you? Probably. So what we do is here. We click the little frame, we place Patrick Willis in it, and now we get our little, what are they called? Dowsing rods. There we go. So we poke the dowsing rods on the map, and we can see that on number 9 here, Bedford Row, that is apparently where he was at that point of time. So he's probably not the culprit. Let's go for Zachary Morris. Where were you located? You were located all the way over here. That's nowhere near where you're supposed to be. So yes, indeed, click that, because we are looking at number 2 Meadow Street. This is the place. Harrison Hawkins, where were you? Well, wouldn't you know, Harrison? What was you called? Harrison Hawkins? Harrison Hawkins, wouldn't you know? You were at the location. Bad boy. Andrew May, where were you? You are... Ooh, no, no. No. There we go. Glover Street 9, or 9 Glover Street, I say here. And finally, Jake Paulson. You are close by, but still, Bedford Road, number 5. So, with that, we now have indeed found out that Harrison Hawkins, if we go into our clues, that's the dossier, the people involved, these are our clues. We can definitely see that the only person close by to the situation was indeed Harrison Hawkins, Meadow Street, number 2. So, we can put those away, we go out, and we go to, now the paper is here. Click the paper, we can now enter the person that we believe is the culprit, and we can also put in the clue that we used in order to come to that conclusion. So, Harrison Hawkins, because he was at the place of the crime. So let's send that in. Her methods are working. Who would have thought? Well, okay. If you're so anxious to find out what's wrong with our town, let's work on it together. Lovely. So, a gift from God. I was allowed to take part in the preparations for a major court hearing. On the outskirts of town, at 18 Barnhill Street, lies the Fulton Farm, home for a close and deeply religious family. As it turned out, they were too religious. Earlier this year, one of them murdered their youngest relative in their own home. As a sacrifice. Lovely. All of the Fultons now covered the murderer, but only one of them made the sacrifice. I don't even know who was in the house. Try using dowsing to find the murderer. So, again, we are going to send the killer's dossier when we find out who it is. On this occasion, we also need to find out distinctive features about the victim, and indeed also where the killer was during the murder. And the time of death is marked in the victim's dossier, so it is Lake Fulton. He is indeed the victim, dead January 8, 1904 at 11 a.m. Now we have Nathan Fulton, Luke's father. Awkward, absent-minded, every part of his life is dictated by his parents. I always feel sorry for him, but even compassion has its limits. We also have, oh, that was the same person, Alicia Fulton, Luke's mother, one of those people who can answer any question with a quote from scripture. Our senior detective thinks that she is very sorry about what happened, but it seems to me that she is disappointed not in their act, but in something else, mysterious. Annabelle Fulton is the, do we see that? No, actually not. Isn't she the grandmother? Believe. She's convinced that she is part of the world's first family of saints. How she came to this conclusion is not very clear. Well, that's suspicious. And also the patriarch of the family, so grandfather, I assume. Don't know which side. He was first who told us about the ceremony. He compared himself to Abraham. Nice. He said that they gave their greatest treasure to God. I noticed that he often averted his eyes during the interrogation. It looks like he's hiding something. Well, isn't that just very, very suspicious as well? Alrighty then, let's get to work. We have our stuff. Let's light the stuff out. So now, on this occasion, we need to find out things about our killer. So, as you can see, yes, this door, I have now opened this door. It's, well, it's still not looking too good, is it? Could I have gotten here before? I don't know. But yeah, I've opened that door. So we now have some more rooms to have a bit of a poke around in. Actually, quite a lot. This house is bloody big, by the way. So, yeah, this is the place that we are now going to. New symbol here. So, go in here, and now we have a couple of new things. So, dowsing instructions. We are again going to use our little sticky sticks. So put the victim's dossier on the stand, walk around the house. Crossing of the rods will indicate the direction toward object. Find out on which object the rods intersect, memorize the object and return to this book. If the rods are starting to rotate, the ritual candle was extinguished, light it up. And we also know that, of course, because it's no longer blue. Find out the meaning of the item and mark the killer's feature on the nearby list. So we basically have 9 possible solutions, I suppose. But the candles, that must just mean that the candles are out or something, possible? Rods are silent, I don't know. Well, actually, okay, fine. If it points to a candle, it possibly means that we don't have anything. That could be it. So, if it points to clothing, the color of the cloak will tell the color of the hair of the killer. If it's a painting, the murderer has a tattoo. If it's a book, the murderer has a birthmark. That seems like a lot of people does have that. Fireplace, murderer has burns. Clock, murderer is 30 years or older. A bed murder is 29 years old or younger. So basically, if you're 29 and a half, there's no way to know. Because apparently 30 years older or 29 years or younger, yeah, if you're 29 and a half, you can never be the murderer. Blade, the murderer has scars. Toys, the color of the toy shows the color of the murderer's eyes. So this is what we now have to do. So let's whack J. Lake Fulton's picture in, and now we're gonna just indeed walk around the house. We kind of know, yeah, we know vaguely in that direction. That's where the thing is. So we kind of should just go. Oh, it's actually really. Oh, what are you pointing at? Is it the... No? Why are you doing that? A door wasn't a thing. Okay, well... Excuse me? There was knocking. Oh, I don't like this. When I test... I have done this this specific chapter. Ooh. I have done this one, by the way, but I did not play with headset like I am now, with everything else quiet. Alright, by the way, this is going out, so let's light that up. Okay. Okay. Well, I kind of know that it is indeed the clock. So, we have confirmation. Clock is where we are going. Please don't knock on me. Oh, that's horrifying, by the way. I did not notice that before. Oh. I don't want to go in there. Nope. Don't want to go in there. Alright, where am I? I say this. This house is bloody big. And also the doors close, by the way. That's also a bit terrifying. But we have a clock. So, we can see that clocks, murder is 30 years or older. So we can jot that down, 30 years or older. So what we can do now is we can go back in here and have a bit of a look. Nathan Fulton, you are 29. Convenient. Alicia Fulton, you're 28. So, you know what we can do? We can actually say that you are innocent. You are also innocent. So now we have two people. You are 62. You are 66. So now know that they are possibly culprits. Yes. So let's go in here now, because we still have this. The location... did we know the location? Barnhill Street. So Barnhill Street, that is over there. Right, let's have a bit of a look. When did he die? 1904 at 11. Let's start with that. Okay, that was really fast. And then we have the 8th of January. So the month is already correct. Let's flip the day. And let's have a bit of a look. So know that none of you are guilty. Annabelle Fulton, where were you? Let's have a bit of a look. Oh, whispers indicate that one of the mirrors has been opened. The dowser also point the way to that mirror. Close it as soon as possible to get rid of the intruder. I have an intruder, so this is now horrible. Horrifying. Oh, that's... Okay. Well... And they're showing red. Oh, I don't like this. Close it, close it, close it, close it, close it. Throw that. Come on, close it. Whew, okay. So, yes. I wouldn't say that necessarily is horrific, but it's a little bit creepy. So, where were you? Ah, you were actually indeed at the place. Well, that means that you are very highly suspicious. Yeah, you are... Excuse me. Alright, Grandpa, you are apparently over here somewhere. Ah, you are there. Ooh, you are actually not a suspect anymore. Sweet. Oh, can I? No, here we go. Conrad Fulton, you are innocent. Annabelle Fulton, you are the murderer. There we go. I don't think you need to do that. Alrighty then. Well, it's not red, this thing, so I'm gonna just live under the assumption that nothing terrible is happening. Everything is fine. I don't see anyone. Oh, this is gonna get scary, isn't it? Alright, Annabelle Fulton, you We know that the murderer of Lake Fulton was 30 years or older, and you were indeed at the place of the crime. So let's send that in and see if I was correct. I heard something terrible today. I just heard a woman blaming her husband for not being able to kill his own grandson. Annabelle had to do it herself to appease the voice of God. This case gave me an idea about death of our grandmother. The strikes of different people should be different, right? I studied the autopsy result of our grandma and found a couple of oddities. Each stab was weaker than the previous one. In the course of the struggle, such a clear pattern is impossible. The direction of the blows also doesn't match up. They are too similar and weird. Knife strikes were aimed at the chest area, and the blade was directed not upwards or downwards, but almost perpendicular to the body. Maybe she was killed in her sleep and the whole robbery was staged. If so, then someone was trying to disguise premeditated murder. Who wished her death? I would try to find the last people she spoke to. Alright, we have the second day. Tough lesson. Are you sure everything's alright? I know that at night you're busy helping me, and during the day you try to open new rooms in the house. There's a limit to everything. Maybe your hallucinations with mirrors are just a reaction to a lack of sleep. Do me a favor and go to rest as soon as you finish this case. A local school teacher died of a heart attack right in the middle of the church. This case would not interest us if the headmistress of the same school had not died of a heart attack at this exact same hour. Do you want to know about other coincidences? The headmistress corresponded with our old woman for the last several years. Autopsy has shown that they were poisoned an hour before their death. Find out who did it. And apparently we have 4 suspects already. Cool. So indeed, send it us here. Mark where the killer was during the poisoning. It happened 1 hour before the murder. The perpetrator and the victims had to be in the same place. Send 2 of his features by using dowsing on 2 victims. We can now indeed not get just one thing, but actually 2 things. So with that, oh, I am here. Never mind. Light the thing. There we go. I'm gonna ignore all weird sounds that make sounds everywhere. This is gonna be horrific, isn't it? All right, just move. Ignore the ignore all the mirrors. Yes. So let's start with the first one, Aaron Kelly. I have not done this one, so this is going to be very much new to me. Okay, you're pointing in. Are you pointing in this direction? Possibly, yeah. Oh, there's another mirror. Okay, is it? No, okay, it could be in here. Ah, there we go. Okay, so you have a toy. And we know that toys means that this matches the eyes of the culprit. So we now know that the eye color is green. So we can jot that down, and then we change the person to fluorescent bar, and we do it again. Doors have of course closed, because of course they do. Oh. So I think you can sort of point it towards a door or something. Yeah, it sort of vaguely works that way, I guess. Okay, well, a light? No. Okay, could be here somewhere. Ooh, aha, you have a birthmark, was it? I think. A painting. Let's do that and make our way back and hope that nothing horrible happens. So we now know that there was a painting, and if I'm not entirely incorrect, painting, tattoo, never mind, tattoo, it was the book that was the thing. A tattoo. So, did you think that that was wrong? Because that actually means that, okay, so what was I incorrect about that? Wait. It was a painting. Huh. Okay, well, okay, fine, we'll look around a bit more then. I mean, yeah, it's... Okay, it's not that then. Fine. Let's keep looking. It definitely felt like it No, those are just the cockroaches. Maybe cockroaches, maybe rat. I mean, it's definitely pointed towards this. Look. Okay, no, actually it's not close enough. But actually, no, it wasn't that one. It was this one. It's definitely pointing towards that. Or is it something in here? Doesn't feel like it's in here. What's that? Ooh. Well, hello. Clothing. More clothing. Okay. Oh, no. Crap. No. It's a bloody... Where is it? It's you again. No, click. No, press it. You're gone. Oof. Now, where am I looking here? Where? I mean, it's definitely in this direction. So now it is a bit fiddly, this. Gotta say, it's a bit fiddly. You know what? While I'm here, just get that up. Okay. Well, actually, now it's not. Okay, so no, it is, but it is in this direction. Oh, well, of course. This is a bit strange, to be honest. I haven't done this this specific mission, so oh. I don't know if that sound supposed to be like it's close by to this. Not entirely sure. But there's not a whole lot of stuff in here. Okay, so that... Well, actually, you know what? Wait. Was there a portrait thing? Painting, clothing, books, fireplace, clocks, bed, plate, toys. Bed. It's raining outside. No photograph. But I think that, yeah, I mean, you can look at them. You can see that they become more and more purplish. Which should indicate that it is indeed me getting closer. Right. So what are we looking at here? It's absolutely... Oh. Could it be that then? Oh, it could be that. Brown clothing. Alright, let's see if the game accepts brown clothing. I didn't feel like it checked that. So brown hair color then. What do you like that? Kind of like that. Alright, cool. So now we know that the killer has green eyes and brown hair. Let's have a look at this one. Green eyes, brown hair. Alright. In his homeland, Mr. Kinnerk worked as a doctor. When he arrived here, he managed to get a job only as a school janitor. He started a family in our town. Tristan is a proud Irish, so he often has problems with the locals. Okay, is that a thing proud Irish people do? Have problems with locals? His son attended our local school in Mr. Kelly's class, but stopped due to personal differences with the other kids. I think that this is only part of the story, and it is worth taking a closer look at it. Diana Kelly. Also green eyes and brown hair. Okay, fine. Diana is Mr. Kelly's wife. She works as a science teacher at the same school. She is a daughter of an apothecary, so she may understand a thing or two about poisons. In addition, it was rumored that her husband was having an affair with the headmistress, so Diana had not only the opportunity, but also the motive. Ooh. Spencer Byrne, he is actually innocent, because he does not have green eyes. But who's he? Unfortunately, he is my neighbor. He was expelled from the local school, a great achievement considering who continues to study here. Mr. Byrne continued to hang out with his old friends. He bragged to them that he would punish those who kicked him out. And now we have Molly Parker, you're also innocent. Let's still read about you. Miss Parker is obsessed with her daughter's success, and that's all you need to know about her. She often quarreled with Mr. Kelly because he refused to raise her daughter's annual grade. The headmistress, Miss Barr, supported him on this. I know that doesn't look like a motive for murder, but it could have been enough for Miss Parker. Well, it was not. Alright, so there we go. We've done that. We now need to go to map room. I'm gonna assume that the candles are good. So now we need to check. You guys died January 28th at 13, so we need to look at 1 hour earlier, so 12. So January 28, at 12, wasn't it? Let's just double check that. January 1st, so not January 1st, the 1st of 28, or 28. You're weird in America. It's weird. Anyway, 1300s, we need 1200. So let's start with Aaron Kelly. So where were you? You were at what's that say? Nowhere Road. All right, were you in the same place possibly? Yes, you were, of course. So Tristan Kinnerk, where were you? You were there. So I think we have our culprit here. You were indeed not there. You were over here on Rutland Road. So there we go. We now know that Diana Kelly is indeed innocent, and we know that Tristan Kinnerk is indeed the murderer. So we go back. Hopefully these won't turn red while I do, and no, nothing else makes sounds. All right, Tristan Kinnerk, you are there. Killer has green eyes, killer has brown hair, and he was indeed at the place of the crime. There we go, let's send that in. Mr. Kinnerk told the investigator about how the school treated his son. The teacher did their best to make him quit the school. This Irish boy should know his place, and other nonsense you'll hear in old families. It all ended with the teacher persuading other children to beat him up. It worked too well, and now this boy will not be able to walk. Mr. Kinnerk said that his son's future was taken away from him, and he couldn't bear it. I won't say that I condone his decisions, but I understand him. Yeah, I kinda do as well. That's horrifying. That is actually horrifying. The teacher's persuading kids to beat someone up just because they're Irish. The past, it was lovely. The connection with our old woman turned out to be a dead end. It turned out that she was in active correspondence not only with the headmistress but with several professors throughout the country. They discussed some scientific issues. I will study her letters and report the result later. Alright, we now are talking... Ooh, this is... well, interesting. Okay, we only have one suspect right now. Right, working disagreement. An old policeman asked us for help. He used to work with our grandma, but stopped after the police cut all ties with her. If we help him, he will tell us why. This interested me, so I decided to agree. The case itself is solved. Mr. Bones, a sailor dismissed from the Navy, quarreled with his new employer over money and killed him during a scuffle. He threw the body into the basement of some abandoned house. Bones' confession is already on my desk. The problem is that the murder took place at night and Bones was drunk, so he has absolutely no memory in which cellar the body lies. The relatives of the murdered man asked to find the body for a burial, determine the hour of death, and find where the victim and Mr. Bones were at the time of the murder. If you succeed, this couple will tell us something about our old woman. Alright, so this is probably something new. So determine the location of the victim at the hour of death and determine the location of the suspect at the hour of death. But it does say that we... Determine the hour of death. Alright, do we get some new things possibly here? So there we go, the Wheel of Thanatos. Alright, will help you find the exact time of death. In case it, well, I'm gonna keep my... Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna keep my light out. Can I even... Doesn't first floor mean up? Surely it's not down, right? Good, because I don't want to go down there. Wait, it doesn't first floor mean up in this context? How do I get up then? Well, all right, let's... Oh, well, okay, there are more stairs, but that stair is also blocked. Can I remove this? Can I jump? No, there is no jumping in this game. Okay, well, are there more staircases then? But it's not. Okay, so this is the first floor. Okay, never mind. I think I found the Wheel of Thanatos. So, Wheel of Thanatos, what do you have for me? How do we work this then? Oh, bloody hell. In order to determine the hour, day, and month of death, do the following. Make sure the ritual candles are lit. Put the victim dossier on the stand. Let's do that. There we go. Determine the zodiac sign of the victim by using the table on the next page. Would that be... Oh. Gosh darn it, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, fine. Turn the wheel of Thanatos, so the black arrow points to the zodiac of the person. The black arrow would be that, yes. Open the Chaldean table on the next page. Determine the key number for key letter of the name. Turn the wheel so that the red arrow points to the key number of the name. Oh, right. That's okay. Fine. Okay. Identify the key letter of the last name. Depends on the element. It depends on the element as described on the next page. Open the Chaldean table on the next page. Determine the key number. The blue arrow. And the white icon, the circle icon, means that the death happened in the morning. The black, the moon icon, so to speak, maybe that's a moon as well, but you know, shows that it happened in the evening, so you need to add 12 to the hour of the wheel. All right. Key letter, zodiac sign. You were born July 8th, so July 8th, that would be Cancer. Which one is Cancer? Right, Cancer is that one. Cancer is that. How do I? Ooh. That's actually quite satisfying, but I'm also missing. Here we go. That's Cancer. There we go. And then, all right. So, bloody hell. Maybe I should just wait with the ritual candle. Ooh, I have a fireplace now, by the way. About the burns. So, key letter of the name. Your name is Sharp. Fire sign, the first letter of the name. Water sign, last letter. Earth sign, fourth letter of the name or the last letter if the name has less than 4, and air sign, the third letter. What would you? First, last, fourth, third. Why would you put this there? Third letter of the name or the first. If okay, so basically you are Aaron. So excuse me. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that at all. Which? Oh, no. Okay, that just sent a chill down my body, by the way. Or my spine, as you see. I don't want to go in there. Oh, this is horrifying. This is absolutely horrifying. This is this one. Oh, it's cracked as well. Go away. Oh, bloody hell. Now they're just swinging. You know what I want to do? Because I can't actually just do this. I can just remove this. There we go. So go away. Oh, no, I didn't need to do that. Because if I don't have them active, we shouldn't have any problems with visitors, let's just say. Alright, let's get back to this. I don't like this anymore. Alright, anyway. So, fire sign. How do I get this? Key number of the name. The key letter of the name. But how do I know if you're a fire sign? Does that come from here, possibly? Wait. Are there more? The Chaldean scale. Okay. The zodiac. Identify the key of the first name. It depends on the element as described on the next page. Open the Chaldean table on the next page. Determine the key number for key letters. Okay. So fire sign, the first letter of the name, which is A. So it's that one. Water sign. The last letter of the name, which is N. Which is... That's an H, right? N. Here we go. So 1, 5. Fourth letter, which is a O. So 1, 5, 7. Third letter, which is R. 1, 5, 7, 2. But they're at key number. But like, what? And where are the keys? Or oh. Oh, alright. Wait. I think I might be getting it. Wait, what? I really don't get this. The key letter of the name. More noises. I really hope that these don't fire up. They should not fire up when I don't have the candles lit. That's what I'm sort of vaguely thinking. But okay. How on earth do I do this? Am I just stupid? Find out there are death, blah, 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 blah. Surely this has nothing to do with anything. The first letter of the name is A, so that's 1. But where's the... There's no 1 here. The key number of the name. But there's no numbers on this. What? What am I not getting here? What am I not getting? Because I am not... Okay, so let's look at the last name then. If the surname has identical letters, then the key letter... And the key letter... If the surname has identical letters, then the key letter of the surname is the first one. If not, it's the last one. Okay, so you have no identical letters, so does that mean that that is the last one, so it's P. Surname has identical letters when the key letter of the surname is the last one. Wait, if the surname has identical letters, then the key letter of the surname is the last one. If not, then it's the first one. But how do I know whether or not you have a... How do I know which sign you have? Okay. I really don't get this. I really don't get this. Identify the key letter of the last name. Or let's start with first name. Identify the key letter of the first name. It depends on the element as described on the next page. But it doesn't say anything about elements. It just says fire sign, water sign, earth sign, air sign. But so, is it supposed to be here then? But no, surely these don't have to match up, right? Because now it just... Isn't it like... So what happens when I move these anyway? It does change a little bit. Right, it does change quite a lot, but surely I'm not supposed to place these in the same place, right? What do I... No, you're supposed to be that way. I'm still hearing noises. You're not turning red? No. I don't think I get this, to be quite honest. Which is a bit annoying, but do I have to look this up? How do I know which... The first letter of the name, the last letter of the name. Yeah, I have A, I have N, I have O, I have R. So the Chaldean table gives me a number, but there aren't any numbers anywhere. So how do I make use of that? I'm gonna have to look this up. Well, first of all, I'm an idiot. It says right here. It says right here, fire, earth, air, water, etc, etc. Bloody hell, I'm an idiot. So it's water. Let's start with that. And one thing that I think I've oh, okay. If you use the scroll bar, you can rotate between these. One thing... What happened? One thing... Let's just... go on. One thing that I've realized, I think, is that if I don't have the candle lit, I actually don't see numbers. So we are going to have to go and light the damn candle. And now it's you. Bloody hell. Okay. That oh. I don't care much for that. Really don't care much for that. Alright. Not as all black and gooey. Alright, we are gonna have to have this lit, sadly. Has more... Oh, more candles. Oh, this is... Okay, this is getting a little bit tense, to be honest. No, stop it. Stop closing my damn doors. we need to go in here, because now I think that there will be numbers. Yes, indeed. All right, water, first sign. We have last letter name, that's an N. We had N. Where was N? There, 5. That is red. So red goes to 5. And for... Yes, we're not done yet. Did I put the water sign correctly? Identical letters, which it doesn't. It's the... if not, it's the first one, so that's the S. We have S in 3. I did put it in the right place. All right. So, day is 2. Month is 1. What did we say? If it is that one, the icon shows it up in the evening. So that is the hour 12. Does that mean... Wait, what? So the icon shows that it happened in the evening, so you need to add 12, so 24. Do we actually say 24 here? Maybe we do. And the year we know, it's 1904. Add. There we go. Oh, but why did that turn Russian? Alrighty then. That means that we now need to go, and please nobody do anything weird. Don't really want you to do weird things to me. Ooh, this is... Why are you... Don't turn off my candles. I really don't appreciate that. Oh, bloody hell, that's... Stop breaking things. So basically 2400 hours. And January 2nd. There we go. Whack his picture in. We can find that it's on Meadow Street 6. Isn't that where he lives? Or is that on... No, he was on 2 that he lived. So there we go. The terminal location, I've done that. Ooh, suspect as well, of course. Yes. So make sure that you were in... No, you were not in the same place. Oh, no. Oh, you absolute bastards. I don't like this. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop interrupting me. Why are you... Yeah, here we go. Thank you. Yes, indeed, you were in the same place. Good, good, good. Alrighty then. No, let's actually have those out. Bloody hell. Alright then. There we go. I should have read the things a little bit more clearly. So, what did you want? The location of the victim, location of the suspect. You actually don't want to know when is that. You only want to know that they were in the same place at the same time. Lovely. We checked the place you indicated and found the body. So our new friend agreed to tell us about his work with our grandma. Previously, she is often approached by local officers, and she helped them without any charge. It all ended because of the last case. She's found for them on one particularly brutal gang, but they were released because of the personal order of Judge Brooks. The next day, all 12 criminals shot themselves. Ooh. They say that the last of them was muttering something before his death. It was something about the voice of God calling them from beyond. The police didn't work with our old woman after that. All right, then. And we are now in day number 4, Sins of the Past. And I think that we are going to put a cut in this here. I think you kind of get the point. I'm already kind of terrified about this. But I'll probably play a little bit more. It's definitely... Yeah, okay. So the feeling is definitely enhanced if you play without any outside noise and you have headphones on. Just saying, because you hear everything. Alright, so yes, Prognostic, it's a little bit scary, yes. I mean, the house doesn't help, does it? It doesn't help that the house is very, very creepy and all of that. So, if you do like horror games, and very much suspense-like horror games, I don't necessarily think that we're gonna be, like, fighting anything. This is not those, or a game such as that one. It's more like really creepy things are happening in the house while you do these things, and there's wails and noises and all of that, which in all honesty is sort of the best kind of horror. Jump scare horrors, not so much. Stuff that happens, as we've already seen, that, you know, shadow of a woman just walking away. That's actually more terrifying in my book. So, yeah, if you do like horror games and if you like murder mysteries, and, you know, I gotta say, I'm slightly positive in my opinion about the way that we get to clues, etc., etc. It's a really good way to make the player walk around everywhere. That works really well. That is a good game mechanic, I think. So, yeah. If this feels like something for you, go check it out by all means. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.